Welcome to Wednesday again. Some of the big questions that I've had this week have been around blogging and around the studio setup that I've got going on in my office here. So I just wanted to answer those for you quickly today. Now, what I've got on my back wall, and you don't have to do this, I really get frustrated with trying to arrange sets, with trying to organize furniture, with trying to make the background of whatever it is that I'm doing look really pretty and schmancy, and it drives me freaking spare. So one of the things that I've done to combat that is I've got my wall at my office that just goes back there, and I've actually got, it's a stick-on whiteboard wall. So I've got a whiteboard across the back of the wall there, and then I've got my studio lights that I utilize over here. So you can buy these softboxes on eBay. Just make sure that you get the ones, you can buy a twin softbox pack. Make sure you get the ones that have got the four light globes in, just so that you've got the maximum power in there. And if it's too bright, you can take one of them out and just use 3. The other thing that I use the softboxes to light up the backdrop. And then I've got the Diva light, or the ring light, or the Luvo light, or whatever you want to call it, halo light. That shines, so my camera sits in the middle of that and it shines straight on my face. So that's how that gets set up. Now, the softbox lights, I think you can pick up on eBay for like $140 for the pair, super cheap. And the Diva light, I think, wasn't very much different in terms of pricing for that either. The camera that I've used for years was a Canon digital SLR, which was awesome, but then it stopped working. I think it maybe just got overheated. So at the moment, what I'm using is a Sony point and shoot camera. It's got a bit of a zoom lens, and it's got video function, obviously. So that's what I use for my blogging and things like that. The next question that tends to come up as a result of all of that is, all right, that's great, but now I've got all the studios set up, how do I structure my blogs? So what I would be looking at doing if I was you is I would structure it in a way that makes, it's got to follow some kind of flow. Otherwise, it makes it a lot harder for you guys to be able to create these blogs and things like that. So we're talking video blogs. So the first thing that you want to do in your video is address the big problem that you're solving, so that people know that they're in the right place, that you understand them, and that you get them. So, for example, I might say something along the lines of, have you ever wondered why the to-do list that you're working through is never ending, and how to fix this problem of you feeling anxious and stressed and disappointed by the time you get to the end of the day and everything is not ticked off? That's what we're going to be fixing today in the blog. So you address the problem and you let them know that they're in the right place. Now, I've got this little jingly thing that I do that I just did. Then what we want to say is that's when, after you've done those 2 things, then you introduce yourself. So I would say something like, hi, I'm Nicola. Welcome to this week's blog. What we're going to be talking about today is exactly how you can structure your list, your daily action plan, without feeling stressed and overwhelmed, because there is nothing worse than getting to the end of the day and feeling like you've failed, feeling like it's never ending, and feeling like you're going to come into work on the next day and you've just got this overwhelming list of everything that you didn't do the day before piled on top of the stuff that you're supposed to do today. So we introduce ourselves and remind them that they're in the right place. Then we jump into story. So you want to tell them a story about where you were and what you did and where you are now as a result of working through how you're going to fix this for them in a moment. So I remember sitting here with a massive to-do list quite a few years ago, just feeling like at the end of every day, like there was not enough hours in the day. I was stressed, I was anxious, I know that my adrenals were firing, I was tired. I was always feeling like I was failing and failing fast because I never was able to tick off all the things that I had going on a daily basis. And guys, that isn't conducive to you feeling motivated and inspired on a daily basis. So That's where I was. So what I did is, you tell them what you did. Where I am now is I just work through my list on a daily basis. And I want to share with you the way that I end the day feeling like I've got a clean desk, like I've achieved, feeling proud of the work that I've been able to put in and the effort that I've been able to put in on that day, and still feel like I've been able to tick off a lot of stuff. So that's where I am now. So what we're going to do, so then you get into the solution. Now, you might take them through 3 steps, 1 step, 7 steps, however many phases you can help them work through in order to solve the problem that you addressed right at the start. So you take them through those steps, okay? And then at the end, so we've got story, the steps, so that they're getting some solutions, they're getting some value from you before you say anything else. They've got the action steps that they can take. Now, what is it that you want them to do once they've gone through and they've listened to you and they've consumed your knowledge? Well, we need to give them the next steps. So this is where you might give them a call to action. For example, if you have questions about this, please make sure you leave your comments below and let me know. Or I've got a course that's coming up that's going to actually help you to structure this stuff and to get this working. You just need to go to this link, see it below. Click on that link and you're in. It might be share this with your friends. It might be find me on social media. Whatever it is that you want them to do next, get them to take that step. Now, one of the things that you could do is if you're giving them the 3 steps, for example, in your content that you're sharing with them, the solution, you might get them to download something. So collect a name and an email address from them. Get them to put their information in so that you can send them the download or whatever the thing is, okay? So that's the way that I would structure your blogs. That's the studio setup that I've got. That's what I do. So here's my call to action for you. If you have any questions about this, let me know. Just message me. I would love to answer them for you. As you know, I post a video up in here or the links to a video in here every day in order to help you get yourself out there more online, for you to be able to reach your audience, for you to be able to find and craft your little space, your patch of dirt online, so that you can really become well known for what it is that you're doing in this online space. So that's that. Now, I'm really excited. I have recently launched some new e-courses. If you're curious about finding out more about those, head over to my website. You can see the links all over my profile, and you'll see what's going on over there. Hope that helps you. Meanwhile, have an amazing Wednesday, or whatever day it is that you're watching this. I'm really thrilled and deeply honored that you've chosen to hang out. I'm looking forward to seeing your blogs as you get them up. Let me know. I'd love to celebrate and cheer you on from where I'm sitting. All right, guys, have an amazing day. I'll talk to you soon.